Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 234 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we continue our rail outpost expansion quest, I guess. Our next goal is currently to make mineral catalysts in an outpost by itself. And we're just gonna put some number in here. Find out how much of this stuff we need. 40 filtration units, okay. And this. So 200 of those. Isn't that basically the same thing we are doing with this? Didn't we need 200 and some for that as well? I think so. Let's just test this one more time. I've done this plenty of times already, but I just want to see. No, this is actually twice as much. Well, if we scale this up to 120. Because why not? Then we need the same 1500 mineral sludge. And that is what our setup here has been designed for. Even though we will have to downgrade a lot of stuff on this build, so it will be a lot slower, but it's a start. So I think we'll just start with that. What should we bring? Just want to see if there's more fast robots. Construction robots. Do have a lot more, that's good. How many can I actually use? 3 tier 2s. 15 each, so 45. Okay, we are just keeping one stack then. Good. What else do we need? Maybe we just have most of it. I think we should just get going and then we can more easily find out what we actually need. How are we doing on power? Why is that not connected? Probably has a disconnect here. Maybe, maybe not. How are we doing on power though? Just fine. Good. Do we have more reactors available? We have one. Okay. Still not connected. And yes. No, it's not right here. Did I mess up a connection back here then? Because this is powered. These are connected. This might be too... No, there's a missing power pole, of course. I was low on power poles when we did this part. So that makes sense. Let's just make sure that we do it now. Come on, robots. Oh, I don't carry any. Good. What are you shooting at? Oh, you just have further range than all the others. Okay, so we want to reserve some space here for at least 8 of these, I guess. I'm just gonna say that that's around here. So we are just gonna make a new station thing over here. Oh, for some reason this looked like ghost prints of signals to me. Chain signals or something. But it's just artifacts. Stop! I need better braking force, I feel like. Can we get that? We can, but let's just finish this first. Good. So yes, we're just gonna build up here. so this is usually not a good idea, but we have enough space here. It's just not a good idea to have a signal here, because then a train can come out from here and stop here, and then block trains going across here, which we do not want, but that seems to be okay. Same thing with this new one we're building, of course. Which means we need enough space here. Which means we're just putting this around there, if we had some landfill for it at least. Good. Did I remove 2 signals here? Why was there so far between these signals? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter too much. Good. So we need to landfill everything here. A lot of space here for the stations. And I guess we can just use this as a template, since, well, we basically need everything for all the outposts. I just want a radar as part of that template, as well as just being able to see everything that I need. Unless we should try and keep fuel as the first station. But then we can still take this. Okay, I will design everything up around this, I think. And then we'll do other stuff from there. Not in there, but in here, I guess. Please just put down what you can. Oh, I haven't enabled these. And yeah, they will just be trolled by the nanobots for now, until we run out of nanobots at least. Let's get more braking power. Okay. Did we save anything other than this? No. Let's start by designing a universal fuel station. That's what I'm trying to say. I got confused for some reason. And I guess this is an okay start for that, with the exception of all that build we will get. The length of this is good enough at least. And for some reason that does not fit with that. Why is that? These should be the same length. Yeah. Oh. So I guess that's better. Then how far do we need to be with this to get the output or the train exit correct? That seems to be just fine like this. We can merge those two exit rails. So no worries about that. Okay. We need a station here. We need a power pole, and I think I just like that behind the station. Isn't that what we have done so far? Yes. Good. And then fuel right behind that. And I'm just gonna use a fast insert. And I guess just fast inserters here as well. They won't be very fast for charcoal, but when we get to nuclear fuel and stuff, then this is more than fine. I am just gonna do this, I think. This is powered. Yeah, let's just keep it as close to the other station as possible. Because this also has power going down. Well, I guess we could do this. That is a little bit more similar, actually. Good. That is our fuel station. And we're even just gonna name that fuel with a white space in front so we can put whatever fuel in here. And we will blueprint that. I guess this will, if this is always the first train station in whatever outpost, we can use all of this, including the exit. So maybe we should actually just have all of this as a blueprint. We should have a roboport first, though. For this, I will use these. It should always be able to fit here, with the exception of combinators that will be in the way. So one tile behind... No, two tiles just behind the train station. And right up against the rail. Here. That should be a good global location for that, I think. Until I figure something else out. Of course, it would probably be better to have that at the other end. Since robots, at least construction robots, need to move up from these. But can't really find a good location for that, I don't think. Not yet. So I'm going to start with this. And we could just include the junction in that, I guess. Should we do that? No, I want a separate junction for when we need to do just normal junctions and not outpost junctions. So we keep both. Whoops. This is not needed by itself, I don't think, since we have it as part of the starter outpost. This one. And this is not needed. Good. And then we need an output. We don't need to input anything else here, right? Question is if we should actually output sulfuric wastewater for a potential sulfuric acid outpost, or just a chemical or fluid outpost in general. That would probably be an okay idea. These are fine. We need charcoal in. We already have that here, but I think we'll do a separate station for it with belts and stuff. Because I don't really want to use robots for all the production, just for maintaining fuel and such. Until we get to stuff that is too difficult to use belts for. Or if it's just like one machine or something. This is all manufactured here. I think everything else is good. Should we then design a offloading station thing? I guess so. So I usually use warehouses for unloading stuff. That is not fuel, at least. Is that what we're going to do here? I think I might actually have a blueprint for this already. Which is this. Oh, this is the one I'm using now. What is this? I have too many blueprint books, I feel like. So yeah, it could also be this. I think I will just... Oh yeah, and we can balance the warehouses if we actually have... Well, if we use requester or provider warehouses. I don't think I want to do that though. I think we're just gonna design this from the bottom up. We have these. We need everything to go north. And we need to get under the rails, of course. I think I usually just do this with underground belts. Have I left those in here? Yes. Let's just get this a little bit closer. Good. Braking force has been researched. Let's do more of that while we can. Something like that. Because we can fit that pretty close to this. Compared to if they all just had to go further out here. We could, of course, output this here, but that doesn't really make a difference. It's going in there anyway, and we need this tile anyway, so no. Good. And we need the out or exit. Oh, we should also have included some signals in this. I guess just here and here. Yeah, we can update that in a little bit. Are we done with all of this? No, we need inserters and stuff. I'm putting those right there just because it actually is similar to these other ones. And I realize I'm doing something a little stupid now because we don't really need that much charcoal here, but we are designing something that can handle a lot. So yeah, I will keep the default for these pretty limited though. 8 columns, so 80 tiles, I think is an okay start. And then for outposts where we need a lot, then we can do a lot more. And there's no good way to do a name for these. So you are just gonna be test. And this should all be fine, I think. I think I like them coming up right here. Unless we can fit a balancer in before the rails. Which we can? No, we cannot. Dang it. Can we ever get this right up against another rail? Yes. So we don't want to use one more tile, because then that actually uses 2 more tiles. Weirdly enough. But we can do the splitter and just do the last part at the end, or on the other side. Do this, and then just keep these over here. And I guess we are doing these right up against the rails, so maybe we should keep that to just save space or something. Some weird reason like that. Good. We need some more splitters. Do we have those in here? I don't think so. Did I leave a bunch of those over here then? 40? That's not really a lot. I guess we should go back for more then. Do I have some fuel? No. I guess we could actually have a good use for our jet now that we haven't built yet, but we installed, or I installed the mod for and never used. Just going to consider that. Though didn't, or weren't we able to produce the best one, the actual jet? I am confused. This one. We can get that if we research something else somewhere. Where is the yellow tech for this? They all look green to me. But we have military, we have all of this. All green. Am I missing something stupid? Or is there a dependency that is just not shown in here for some reason? I mean, there's a lot of red stuff here, but we do have this, right? Yes. Does it say anywhere what you lack? Hmm. I wish you could zoom out in this view, because this is a little bit annoying. Whoops. So many ticks. Oh well, I'm not gonna concern myself with that right now. Let's instead get what we need from here. Thank you. Guess we'll bring more of those. I have one of these still. I could build more, I guess. Yeah, we have plenty of red circuits right here. I actually have enough copper at this point, I think. Maybe not. Only occasionally. Keep going. Right. We have what we came for, so let's go back until we need more again in a little bit. And I guess there wasn't really a point in getting those placed because we're going to move it anyway. But I think this is our blueprint for an offloading station. And I said I wanted a new blueprint for this because we changed something. We added signals, of course. That wasn't the one. Can we undo that somehow? No? Hmm. So now we need to do this, I guess. That. And I guess we are doing some adjustments to this. Mainly this. So this is the one. Yes. There's 7 signals instead of 5. Good. So now we can move all of this as close as we want. Should we keep a little bit of space? I think that just makes sense. Good. I think we should get a fuel train going to here now. And I'll just heavily limit these for now. So I don't want too much charcoal being all around. Oh yeah, I control set it or control seat that undid the last placement to try and undo my blueprint book mess up. And the last thing I placed was the train. Okay, fuel. That stuff. I think maybe these should have been limited too. I think we're just gonna... Oh, that's all part of this. We'll fix that at the next outpost we make, but I want these to be limited as well. So when all the trains have been filled up and these are as full as they need to be, which I forgot to set as well. I'm just gonna say 400. Then we don't store a lot that we have to move later when we change the fuel. At least not too much. Maybe we should even keep these to only 200, one stack. Do the same thing here. But that just means that it will be longer until all the trains are filled, but I don't care. They shouldn't run out from one stack anyway. So this is now mineral. Catalyst. You. Are we going to do plural or singular stuff? Singular. Let's do that. This time at least. And this one is going to be just charcoal. And of course we have a train in the way there. Can you please just go here? And then you can go to charcoal or a full cargo. And go to mineral catalyst fuel for an empty cargo or time passed some short amount. This will be going to a lot of stations, so it's not supposed to stay here for too long. And then we actually have our first automated trains, I guess. And now this is going to be in the way, of course. So I guess we should unload that and send it home. I cannot get that because this is auto. And they're also shooting. Do I have enough ammo before I send it home? I should probably steal some of that. Can we have the rest now? Yep. Good. I'll take that as well. Maybe just some of those. And then you can go here. And then the train can actually get in, except that it's not getting full. Because we used all of our charcoal to fill this up. Oh, it is full? Maybe. Is that a full train? It didn't look like a lot. Also, we should have a radar in one of these blueprints. Oh yeah, I didn't want it to be full. Never mind me. And now we need logistic bots here to actually carry this stuff. And I forgot to bring those. I did bring these though, so we can start construction. Which I guess we'll get to. I did want to place that radar down though. Can this be here? I don't think that's possible for these. No. It is not. There's all sorts of stuff in the way. Guess we could do it here if we don't ever need that space anyway. But we do in some occasions. I guess we can just put it here. Sure, that's its home now. And that will be, when we make the next outpost, we'll include that in the blueprint for this. That's close to the first train death. Okay. Focus. This is done. This is done for now at least. This is not done. This is not done. This is all possible from one of these setups. If we actually get it upgraded and everything. Is this it? No. Is this it? Yes. And we don't need to smelt anything here, right? No. So if we just move up to around this tree with landfill, or this whatever island with a garden in it. Is this enough space? Yes, it's plenty. I should get some of this though. And we should kill some more worms. Where are the artillery? Maybe this would still be faster if we had nukes. Okay, let's still not run through acid like that. Please come with me. I should really put those down the other way around instead of having to wait for them to turn. I already went to where I needed to be, that's good. Let's move these up closer to the top then. Why can I never find those? And start turning them around. Good. So that should be more than enough space, and it is. How much space do we want to leave down here though? Let's go find out about that. If we have 120, that is, well, 4 of these builds. Do we ever want more than 4 belts? Maybe. We're gonna leave the space at least. But we don't really need them to be that far up. We need them here. And we need to reserve some space for charcoal. There. Yes, we actually want this one tile lower still. Just to have something like that. This one will already take from all 4 belts, right? So it will balance these two. This is already balanced with this, or these two. This is as well, so that should be fine. I just don't want to empty one of the warehouses. So we actually need to get charcoal in here. So mineral, catalyst, charcoal. And we had a train that was already on its way basically. Full to mineral catalyst, charcoal, empty. Just come over here for now. And let's try not to get killed. So this isn't really that fast, but it will be better when upgraded. And we then have charcoal available here. Good. So we can put this down wherever we want above this. Maybe we'll just leave a little bit of space still. And I'm just gonna force it right there. So this will both produce sulfuric acid, no, sulfuric wastewater, and this stuff. It will produce sulfuric acid even if we're backed up on the ores, is what I'm trying to say. Except, well, okay. Stop the robots, stop it, stop it, stop it. We don't need this bottom part of this. Because we do not need to, well, some of it, maybe we needed that. But we only need 20 for this. We needed a lot more for these things, I think. I think it was 100 and something. And if we end up beaconing these, then they will need a lot less, but yeah. We'll see how that turns out. Let's put these a little bit out of the way, I guess. Okay. And then let's connect everything with robots. I do want to put robot stuff into this network, I think. Into the blueprint, is what I mean. I just want to see... Actually, we can see that right here. We planned this with 20 tier 2 crystallizers in mind, which was supposed to be beaconed a lot and stuff. What I guess I really want to know is how many normal ones. Or we could just go for the full 20. Does it matter? It will always be a full 20 if we produce all of this. So we could just have left that. Let's go with that idea. Where this stuff's supposed to go? Am I the wrong way around? Yes. Please stop blinking. Is it not possible to stop that? Is this the right way around? No, this is correct. And this is where it needs to go. Good. I don't have small storage tanks, so well. Also, all of this should be upgraded to these power poles. Everything I think is as it should be, I hope. Because now we're doing this. And this. So should we just start putting some robo stuff in here? Like these. They should have far enough range to cover it all. Yes, with logistic I mean. Logistic network. So we're placing some of these beacons with this. Should be okay. Don't think that'll matter too much. It is asymmetric though, but I guess I can live with that. How expensive are the upgraded ones of these? Have I asked that questions 1,000 times before? Probably. Robot stuff. I guess they require the tier 2 of these actually. And that is what is expensive about this. Robot antenna 1 and 2. So even the tier 1s require red circuits. These require even more. So if this requires 3, it's actually 15 red circuits per one of these. That's a lot. And then another 15 if we upgrade it. Would we require half as many? What is the difference in range? 60, 30. So yes, we would require half as many. Shouldn't we start using tier 2 then? I think so. I want to, so let's do it. And I need a train for myself still. Do I have fuel? Yes. We need to grab logistic robots as well, if we can remember. Also, this needs to be somewhere else if I have to come down here every now and then. Could make a station for it over here. But again, I don't really know what I want to do with it in the long run. Could you not take all of my fuel, please? So these... Not getting any red in at all at the moment. It is being produced at a somewhat reasonable rate. Oh, and we're just consuming it over here because I took a lot of this stuff here, I think. Unless the robots are just using it from here. I guess that would make sense as well. Shouldn't we cut this off, actually? Yes, we should. Because it prioritizes the production of this over everything else. And maybe that's an okay thing, but I don't want to have it like that right now. I don't want this belt to store a lot of red circuits, so we replace it or remove it. Okay. I needed these, so let's take them from here, I guess. Did we not have a lot of tools here? How come these are not being made steel gear wheels? Why do I see iron gear wheels here? Have I made a mistake somewhere? Not recently. But they are mixed here. Okay. I guess I put something wrong in there at some point. Who knows? It should stop running soon anyway, I guess. So. Just gonna put 22 in there, so we just have 500 in total. And we're just gonna put 50 into each of our outposts, I think. Unless we need a lot more. And unless we should use tier 2 instead, since we have them. But it is of course more expensive. Though not really that much more expensive. Is it the frames that are expensive? Yeah, okay. So they require some advanced circuits. It's not a lot though, but we don't really need that much throughput for the robots. What else did I come back for? Tier 2 of these, and I got those. I guess we're okay then. Rain. You go. Good. How close are we to full here? Pretty close. I want some in there. And I probably actually would have rather had these in the artillery train, but that's not how it went this time around. So we need to downgrade a lot of stuff here for now. I guess we can start with those. I think we'll also remove these for now. I'm not sure if we should have a blueprint without all of this and then just an upgraded blueprint. Maybe that would actually be preferable. Where are beacons in here? Let's put this down again when we have more space. Oh yeah, I have replaced some of the buildings, that's okay. Did I mess up now? I did mess up, I think. This is where it needs to go. But it feels like I'm putting something in I shouldn't be putting in. But maybe that's just these. Oh wait. Then, one more time. Pause. We should also, again, upgrade the power poles. That is just the power poles being upgraded? Yes. We will make a blueprint for this with all of the downgraded stuff, because I don't want to do this every time. And we should downgrade these as well. Upgrade. No, I did upgrade all the power poles, maybe. Let's put a... Oh, we can actually allow robots again, I guess. Let's put a radar at the top of this as well. Then I think we have coverage of everything. At least when we have power. I should really have the worker or construction robot stuff from down here do the most of this. And I guess if we just actually put these things in, that would help a lot on that. Let's put that there. Then we should be able to reach from on top of this pipe. Yes. And of course, I don't know how well this works with beacons in mind, but until then, we are gonna be okay. So now the construction robots should come with a lot more and help with all this. We also need to downgrade these into these. I think that's what we're doing at least. Didn't we bring... No, we brought purple ones. Is that on purpose? Or did we redecide afterwards? They require blue circuits and red circuits. It is only one of each. Maybe I can live with that. The alternative is just that we upgrade them later, so we need to upgrade everything else as well. Liquefiers. I guess we're not using high tier stuff yet either. And neither do we with the hydro plants. No. So now it obviously has a lot less production than it did, but... No, not that one. This one. Into this one. Oh, are these actually yellow? No, it is tier 3. It just looks yellow. But that's because of this stuff. Okay. So we need a lot of pipes still. And storage tanks, because we did something weird with all of the water here. That is being pumped between small storage tanks for high throughput. We also need some water up here. Let's get that down, I guess. And we will need a lot less. And I'm out of power. Great. So these two tiles, we can't just cut this, right? No. Want 2 offshore pumps into each of these, so we need extra space out here. So something like that. And I'm not gonna force place the blueprint on top of this again, because then we probably get all of the... Well, we will get all of the beacons back in. Good. Do sort of want to have a walking path in the middle here, but I think I'm gonna live without it. So, pipe, storage tank, overflow valves, pumps, tanks, flare stacks, probably more. We need to go grab that. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.